All right, guys, it is finally here. I had to cancel my Amazon order. Luckily, I pre-ordered this on Big Bad Toy Store. Guys, link in the description down below for Big Bad Toy Store. So I pre-ordered this on Big Bad and on Amazon just to see which one would ship first. Amazon kept on pushing back my order, which I'm sure a lot of you guys had that same problem. They kept on pushing back and back and back. And now I think I already canceled it, but I heard it's going all the way into October now. Big Bad got theirs in stock last week. And it was in stock for a few hours, and then it started going out of stock and in stock, out of stock. So I finally got it. I got the Batman Mcfarlane Toys, the Ultimate Movie Collection 6-pack. So we've already gotten some of these figures. Some of them are repainted. The 89 Batman, the Ben Affleck Batman, Pattinson Batman. The new ones in this set are, well, and Bale. The new ones, though, are George Clooney and Val Kilmer. And this is really exciting to have those. So the packaging right here, if you guys own any of those exclusive Walmart sets or McFarlane sets where they sell all the figures plus the Build-A-Figure in it, it's the same style packaging. So you got Batman, the Ultimate Movie Collection. You have all of the emblems on the bottom. DC Multiverse includes, what's it say? Includes 6 Batman figures and a bat signal. On the top, it says celebrating every story, WB100, if you guys can see that right up top. And then we turn this to the side, and then you can see here, this is where it's going to open from the flap. You come to the back, and this is pretty cool. So you have Gotham City, and then at the very bottom, you have the cards of the figure. So these are the cards that are going to come with it, and then you have their emblems to go with it. Let's go ahead and open this up. So this opens up with almost like a book kind of. So right here, we have all of the figures, okay? So we got 89 Batman. We got George Clooney right there. Not George Clooney, Val Kilmer from Batman Forever in the Sonar suit. On the bottom, George Clooney. Right next to him, The Dark Knight, Christian Bale. On the top right, over here, we have Ben Affleck Batman. To the right of him, we have Pattinson Batman. And at the bottom, we have the bases, the cards, and the bat signal that's interchangeable so you can display it with different emblems. I mean, how cool is this packaging? This is so awesome. I mean, even if you're an in-box collector, this is a great way to display your figures. And I don't think they come with any interchangeable parts, which personally I'm okay with. I'm pretty sure they're going to release some of these individually. I mean, they already got the Batman 89, the George Clooney, and the Val Kilmer, I'm pretty sure, are going to be released individually. And these have cloth capes. Yes, all of them have cloth capes. Let's open this up, guys. Let's take a look at each figure, and let's see if this is a pickup or is it a pass. All right, guys, we got everything outside of the packaging. We're going to do some comparisons, too. We're going to talk about what figures they should have done, the good, the bad, basically, about this set. So you're going to go through with this with me. I haven't messed with these, nothing. I do everything right off the bat. I don't take time to, look at it and blah, blah, blah. I do this live. So you know what I mean. All right, so you do get 6 bases. Now, this is a miss for McFarlane because he could have given us special bases with the emblems of each Batman on here. Either way, still cool. We get 6 different bases, but again, you could have given us the emblem to go on there. You also get the cards. Now, the cards are actually pretty freaking cool. They're like on almost like a foil cover. So, or it's like a foil print, like on the corners at least, or the what do you call it, the borders. So you have the 89 Batman, which looks pretty awesome. So a little bit of a description in the back. We have, this is Kilmer. This actually looks really cool. This is giving me like the old school. How many of you guys got the Batman Forever metal cards? How many of you guys remember those? I'm getting vibes on that one with this one here. And then there's the back, a little bit of description there. Right over here, this is the Clooney one. This actually looks really good. That's an awesome card. Right here, we have the Dark Knight. Very cartoony. The back, just the description. This one here is the Ben Affleck. I don't know. It kind of looks like 66 Batman. Almost has like a blue tint to it. So there's that. And then the last one, we have the Robert Pattinson Batman, which looks awesome as well. So those are the cards that you get with this. You also get different emblems here to like different plates to put on the bat signal, which we'll get into a second, but we want to look at the bat signal till the very end. So you have, I don't know why there's only 3. There probably should be more, right? Okay, I guess that's it. I don't know why I thought every Batman came with a bat signal, a certain plate. So we have the Batman right here. We have 89 Batman. We have the BVS Batman, Ben Affleck Batman. And then we have the Dark Knight Batman, which actually looks pretty cool. So here is the bat signal. So I actually thought this was going to look cheap. When you see it in hand, it looks really, really nice. It almost kind of reminds me of the Movie Masters bat signal, but I think this one is probably a lot better. You can see it's got a real cool silver finish to it. There's the back. I think it has batteries in it because there was no batteries on here. And then, so I don't know how you remove these plates. I guess we'll try in a second. The cool thing about it is that the front of the base has these like little gargoyles. Let me see if I can get that to focus in. See that? That's pretty awesome, man. That's a really nice touch. So if you have like a little building, you can place this on top, but we'll test this in a little bit. I got to figure out how to take out the plates because I'm not 100% sure on that one. All right, guys, so which figure should we take a look at first? We're going to obviously look at the ones we don't have last. So I think we should let's go ahead and take out the Pattinson. Let's bring him out. So here he is, Robert Pattinson in the Batman six-pack. We're going to do a comparison with the original one that came out. And again, this guy does have cloth good capes, very stretchy. I wish he would have included a wire to go with it, like a wired cape. That would have been awesome. The suit looks fantastic. It's a very, very clean paint job. And then you have the head sculpt here. You can see the stitching on there. I love it. I've always liked this figure. I always thought this was a really good figure. You have the collar, and again, the armor, and then some of the weapons he has on the gauntlets. He has the little spikes right here at the bottom. I love how this figure is. I've always loved it. There's the utility belt, and then here's the back. Then you have his boots. So very good, very great looking figure, very good sculpt. Now, I don't know if the paint apps is different. Oh, let's look at the shoulder pads. The shoulder pads look good. But I have the original one right here. So this is the OG one. And looking at it, the paint is a little bit more, I want to say it's a little bit more shinier with the one on the left, the one with the six-pack. Let's see here. The cowl, there's definitely more paint on the eyes, and especially because he did the side eyes. This one does not have side eyes, and that's going to be something that everyone is going to really appreciate. It doesn't have side eyes, but this looks really different too. Look at the cowl or the collar. Then you can see the neck a little bit more. And I think the head, I don't know, the head does look a little bit different in size. Definitely prefer the one in the six-pack. And then you look at the utility belt. I mean, it's paint apps. The paint is a lot different on these two. And then obviously you have the capes, which is soft goods. And then there's the gauntlets. Yeah, it's mainly just the paint is what makes this look a lot different. And the shading on the skin is different as well. So honestly, I think the new one from the six-pack is a lot better. But there you go, guys. Here is Robert Pattinson Batman. I'm not even going to go over the articulation because it is the same exact figure, but definitely an improvement. And right over here, we have the Pattinson Batman just standing side by side. And you can definitely notice the difference, especially with the cape. And you can see more of the neck on the one on the right, which is the six-pack. And of course, he doesn't have the side eye. And I don't know what it is, if it's because the neck is like the cape's so high up on the one on the left, the original release. The head looks a little bit bigger. I mean, can you guys see that? The one on the right looks way more slimmer, and the one on the left is a little bit bigger. And then plus the paint apps are a lot different, especially if you see it in person. Okay, next up, I don't know where my figure is, the original one, and I just got him too. Here is the Dark Knight Christian Bale Batman. And again, this looks really good. I know a lot of people got upset with me when I said well, we'll get to that in a second. We'll talk about that in a second. But here is the gauntlets. We'll just go over this really quick. Again, the paint apps on this one are going to be a lot different compared to the previous one. I don't remember the paint apps a whole lot on the other one. I think it might have been a little bit more darker, but this one does have some gray. I think the gray is what makes these figures pop a lot. They definitely have more gray on them, but the sculpting on it, the head sculpt, I said it before with the original figure that this is one of Mcfarlane's best live action Batman figures. The sculpt is amazing, and it gave me like Hot Toys vibes from the original one. I wish I could find it. But there we go. This is another great sculpt. If you loved the original version of this guy, you're definitely going to love this one. And again, you get the cloth goods cape. So quick little look at him. Okay, next up, one of my favorite live interpretations of Batman. He got really screwed over in the movies. We have Ben Affleck Batman right here, and this is the tactical suit Batman from Justice League. I don't understand why McFarlane, why didn't you give us a BVS suit or an armored Batman or a nightmare Batman or the regular suit that he wore in Justice League? But either way, this is him without the goggles, because like the original came with goggles. The chase on this one was goggles up. Now we have him just without the goggles. And let me tell you something. I mean, you can pretty much see it. The paint apps are a lot better with the one on the right. Now, the thing about it though is they're both honestly really, really good figures. I mean, I still like the original release, but the paint apps are a lot cleaner. Now, the head sculpt on him, it definitely looks more like Affleck with the one on the right. It looks a lot better. See, the cowl, he did such a good job on this cowl. I really wish he would have just given us a classic Batman look, but yeah, this is very clean. And the paint apps on the cowl are a little bit lighter too. This one has like more of like, it's like a grayish color with the 6-pack one, and this one is more black. But I like the Bat logo on this one too, a lot better. But again, it is just paint apps that really make these figures look a lot different. And then they did a better paint job, I want to say, on the head sculpts. You can see the chin, the little butt chin a lot better. And I like that cowl. It just makes me upset that he did such a good job on this cowl. It makes me like, why didn't you give us a BVS Batman? But let's see here. So again, cloth goods cape. There's the backside of Batman, Ben Affleck Batman. Really, really good figure. Man, it looks so much better. It looks so much better, but there he is. Right here is a look at both of the Affleck Batmans just standing side by side. Both terrible figures to try to get to stand on their own. Even on the base, it's tough. But there's a little look at them right here just to see them side by side standing next to each other, if you guys can spot the differences. 89 Batman. Now, we just got this guy in the Amazon exclusive Batmobile with Batman, and I did a video on him. I had a lot of complaints about him because he does not look like 89 Batman. The suit, I should say. Here's the original one right here, and they're both cloth. I don't think the capes are different. They look to be exactly the same. Now, he did make these slightly different, and that's, first off, that's the belts. The belts are a little bit different in color, and the emblem is actually yellow, which is correct on the 6-pack. This one was gold, so, you know, that's how you knew he was going to make a variant on these. I think the skin tone is pretty much the same. The suit, okay, the suit is painted a little bit differently. The one on the left, which came with the 6-pack, is more of a matte black with some glossy paint. This one is more, it's a shinier black, that's for sure. It's definitely a different color paint. Same suit, same everything else. Nothing is different on this guy. He's pretty much the same all the way around from this figure. I mean, why would he change it? These guys just came out. I still do not think that this looks like Michael Keaton. I mean, maybe in some angles, but people got upset because I said he's got the Ben Affleck, or I'm sorry, the Christian Bale cowl. And what I meant by that is he has the separate piece of Christian Bale. So it's not connected all the way down like it should be. You see what I mean? Like, it's a separate piece. He can rotate his head. The original Batman didn't have that. It was all one piece. But that's what I meant by it. People were saying this is that I said this is the Christian Bale mask, but it's not. But still a great figure. Still a great figure as Batman. But is it the 89 Batman? Not 100%. So there is the 89 Batman. I still think it's a cool figure though. Bat butt. These are the big ones for the sets. Now, at least for me, we have Val Kilmer as Batman and George Clooney as Batman from Batman Forever and Batman and Robin from Joel Schumacher. So here, let's go ahead and look at the Val Kilmer suit, the Sonar suit. Now, I hope we get the regular version of the suit because I absolutely loved the suits in this film. And I loved Robin too, so I'm hoping we get all of these. Here is Val Kilmer. Now, he did an amazing job on this. The cowl looks awesome. You got all the lines there. And I do have the Hot Toys version of this guy too. So looking at it with the Hot Toys, the paint apps on this are perfect. It's just like it is in the film. And he's got, for the most part, he's got the likeness down. I mean, look at those eyes. He's got the lips. He got the chin down. If you look at it like at this angle right here on the side, freaking looks amazing. Such a great sculpt. The cape is a black cape, but I don't think in the film it's black. It's more of this color right here. So he just gave us a black cape. Whatever. I mean, does it take away from it? Not too bad, but it isn't 100% accurate. So here is the underside here. Now, why do they have peg holes in the back? That's what I'm trying to wonder. Do you guys know if they reused this figure is it from another mold? The gauntlets. So you got the closed fists, and you have the spikes there. I love how this came out. Look at that. Closed fists. You got the lines in the gloves. The utility belt. You got the abdomen area, which seems to be pretty accurate. The big emblem right here. I always loved that huge Batman emblem in this suit, and the armor just looks great. I love the utility belt. You come down, you have the really cool sculpting here in the thighs, the knees, and the knee pad area, and then you have his boots. So, this came out better than I expected. This is such a gorgeous figure. This is great. This is so far, I haven't looked at the Clooney one 100% yet. So far, this is the best figure, I think, from the set. Let's go over the articulation on this guy here. So, rotation in the upper, well, the neck, the head rotates. The head goes up and down as well. Arms in and out, forward and back. He's got double jointed elbow there. Hand rotates, also has a hinge, upper arm rotation. He's got 2 points of articulation in the waist, ab crunch, forward and back. Look at that, good range of motion there. Legs go in and out, forward and back, double jointed at the knees, and the ankle pivot with toe articulation. So your standard Mcfarlane Batman. Dude, this guy looks sick. I love this. Now, I know there's really no comparing the two, but right here we have the Hot Toys version of the Batman Forever, Val Kilmer. Here, I'll bring this up a bit and then zoom in just so you guys can see the likeness and the suit and everything. I mean, this Batman Forever Hot Toys is pretty freaking awesome, but he still did a good job. I mean, he did a good job on the suit, and for the most part, he did a good job on the likeness. Now you can see he's got these little like spikes, not spikes, but like little sharp points that are going inside of the cheeks. This one, I don't think he has it. Oh, he does have it. I didn't even notice that. But you know what? It's pretty spot on. You got to give it to Mcfarlane. He did a fantastic job. Next up, we have George Clooney.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
Everyone's most, I wouldn't say that, most hated live action Batman, but I have love for this film. And the older it gets, the more I appreciate it. And I do enjoy George Clooney as Batman. And the likeness on George Clooney, when you see it in person, it's there. It's there. It kind of looks like him in some angles, and it's similar to like Keaton. It looks like him in some angles, but it doesn't. And the suit on him looks awesome. Look at that. They even gave him, and the cowl, they gave him the big ol' bat ears, which looks fantastic. You have, now one thing I never really cared for in the film is the emblem. I really never cared for this emblem, but it is all sculpted. It pops out. You got the abdomen sculpted correctly, the utility belt. And then this one, you can kind of see like the underwear part. You can kind of see it's kind of stands out a little bit. It's a little lighter than the rest of the figure. But look at the sculpting on the abs. And then, oh, they included the bat nipples. Yep, we got bat nipples. This one doesn't, but you look at it. We got bat nipples. Bat butt. Well, actually, if you look at the gloves, this is exactly the same gloves as the Kilmer. So they use the same gauntlets and same gloves on him, but I do enjoy this sculpting on him. You got the lower part of the legs, the boots, which you can see he's got the bat emblems in the front. That is awesome. I'm glad he included that. There's the backside of him, and then he's got a black cloth cape, similar to all the other ones. Here's the back of the cowl. This is a great figure, another good one. I mean, look at the detailing. Look at the sculpting on this. It is so awesome. Does this one have the Batman? No, I was going to say, does he have Batman emblem on his? But he doesn't. Well, there's George Clooney, guys. You got the similar articulation as all the other ones. 2 points of articulation. Ab crunch forward to back. Legs go in and out, forward and back. Double jointed at the knees. Arms go in and out, forward and back. Double jointed elbow. Dude, these are kind of sharp, so be careful with these gauntlets. Hands rotate, also have a hinge, and you got the toe articulation and ankle pivot. So awesome figure, and he's very slim too. All right, guys, so I was looking at the bat signal on how to take off the display, and it was a little tricky, I'm not gonna lie. So you gotta take off this border right here, this top layer, and then you pretty much have to kind of, I guess you have to try to pop this off. I can't even do it, but that's how you do it. I'll do some edits right now and show you how it looks in the dark, but basically this closes in, you just pop this just like that, and then it clamps back together. And then I'll show you guys right here the light up feature. So I don't know if it like actually reflects against the wall, but if you see like a little bit of a size comparison, this obviously is not in scale with the figures, but it's not bad. I thought it was honestly going to be a lot smaller, but it's a pretty decent size. It's not bad at all. And then it does have, obviously, you know, you can go like this, but it doesn't rotate. So let's go ahead and test this in the dark. Okay, so it's not dark enough here while I'm filming this to test it, but I try to go in some dark places, and you can't really see, you can kind of see the symbol like reflective against the wall, but it doesn't work that well. It's not that bright. Like, you're not going to get it to shine like from here to the wall, but it's still, again, it's still cool, and it's fairly bright. All right, guys, I figured it out. It's pretty freaking easy. I don't know why I didn't look at it. So you get the faceplate right here. This actually fell on the floor, so it's going to have some dust on it, unfortunately. So you just place it like that, right? And then there's, let's see if I can get this on there. And then there's a little opening right here. See that right there? You just pull that out. That's all it is. That's all it takes. And then let's go ahead and try the BVS bat signal. So let's go ahead, and there it is. Looks great. I love it. Oh man, this looks really good. And again, it's very simple. So we take this off. So the top layer is probably just what's the hardest. Removing this is very easy. So you just switch it out just like that. I should have done that. I should have known that. Let's place the Batman one. And you got to match it with the grooves. And then just push this right on there. That looks cool. I like it. What do you guys think? That one looks pretty cool. So there's the Batman one. And then we're going to do the fan favorite 89 Batman. Now, what is your guys' favorite bat signal? Out of all the Batman live action films, what's your favorite bat signal? Let me know in the comments down below. There you go. That looks awesome. This looks really, really good. There you go, guys. All right, guys, here we go. We're at the end of the video. I'm going to give you my thoughts on this set. First off, it comes with 6 figures. They're all but 2, the George Clooney and the Val Kilmer, are new figures. I'm pretty sure we're going to get different versions of these when they release them single carded. I'm sure they're going to have some kind of a different paint app to them, but they're going to be the same exact sculpt. Now, that's one reason to get this set, for that. Second reason to get this set is if you want the 89 Batman and you missed out on the Amazon exclusive with the Batmobile, right? That's another one. Third, if you want better reissues of the previous figures. Patterson, I think that one is a much better figure. This one here is a much better figure than the previous one. And again, they all come with cloth capes. That's more of a reason to get these as well. But the Patterson one, I think it looks a lot better with the cloth cape. The paint apps are a little bit better. The Christian Bale one, I don't have my other one, unfortunately, but I do think the other one is still better. I think has more black to it. It's a darker gray. That's one thing about these figures. They all seem to have a lighter gray to them, other than the 89 Batman and the Kilmer and Clooney. But yeah, so the Bale cloth cape on this one as well. Affleck, again, great sculpt, great paint apps. I like the original one too, but I do like this one as well. For some reason, the original one to me seems like it's more armored, but you get a head sculpt that doesn't have the goggles, because the regular version has the goggles down. The variant has the goggles up. So here's your chance to get it like that. Now, the Keaton, I have my issues with the Keaton. I still think it's a great Batman figure, but the emblem and the belt, the emblem's correct on this one, the color. The paint app, and this one's a different kind of color orange, but it's still a great looking figure. So if you can't get that Batmobile with the Keaton, this is your chance to get Keaton. So, and then you get the Bat Signal with different emblems, which is pretty freaking awesome. You can change the face plates, so that is pretty freaking cool. You get that plus all the cool cards. Now, the downsides to this, I would say, is you can't get the figures to stand still. That's a problem Mcfarlane has had for quite a while, and I've stressed that many times, is just getting his figures to stand on their own is a real big headache. And I wish he would just fix that. I wish he didn't need the bases to get these figures to stand. But that's one, and then the joints on some of the figures, like for instance the Patterson one. I hate the hand joint, that ball joint that's right in between the wrist and the hand. That really annoys me. And that's pretty much it. Just some of the joints and stuff, and then the fact that he couldn't get just the one piece neck, for 89 Batman. But other than that, I think it's great. Stuff that I think he missed on, he could have given us different suits for Affleck. He could have given us a BVS, like I said, the Nightmare, the Justice League regular, suit that he wore in the beginning of the movie or the first half of the movie. Bale, he could have given us a Batman Begins suit. I know everybody wanted that. The Patterson one's fine. I think that one deserved to be, to look a lot better, and it does. The 89 Batman, like I said, he could have just fixed that, or given us a Batman Returns. How cool would that have been? Would that have been if he just given us a Batman Returns, suit? But I still think this is a pickup. Guys, don't sleep on this. I think eventually down the line, this will be a hard set to get. And I mean, I know he does release a lot of variants of figures, but this is going to be your only way you're going to get these for sure. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he's going to release the Kilmer and Clooney in a single pack, but they're going to have some kind of differences to them than this set. So guys, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this. Is it a pickup? Is it a pass? Did you guys pre-order it? Where'd you pre-order it? Did it get pushed back? Let me know what suits you think they should have included instead. Let me know what you think he missed on. Let me know what you think he got right. Just comment down below your overall thoughts, gripes, cons, pros on everything on this set. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every one of you. I hope you watched this all the way through. We'll see you guys soon. Later.